Okay, today we're going to review solving with square roots. I'm going to do 2 examples and then you should be able to do the rest. We learned these both last class, so hopefully there is just a refresher. 2x squared plus 8. I want to get x squared by itself. I want to isolate my x squared. So I have to do inverse operations. So the opposite of plus 8 would be minus 8. And I am left with 2x squared because those 8's cancel out, equals 170 minus 8. So that is 162. And then at the very end, I have this 2 in front of my x squared. I get rid of that 2 by dividing by 2. And so I have x squared equals 162 divided by 2, 81. At the end, when I am left with x squared equals 81, 81 is not my answer. I need to take the square root of both sides. So I am left with x is now finally by itself, and the square root of 81 is 9. My answer is both positive and negative 9. Positive 9 times itself equals 81. Negative 9 times negative 9 is also 81. So I have 2 solutions here. I need that plus or minus sign to represent my 2 separate solutions. In example 2, we're also going to have 2 solutions, but in this one, x is inside my parentheses and my squared part is outside. So I'm going to actually take the square root of this side first to get x minus 3 by itself. I'm not taking the square root of 3. I'm just taking the square root to cancel out this 2, this squared part of that parentheses. And of course, I'm going to take the square root of the other side. The square root of 100 is 10. And so it's equal to positive 10, as well as I need to set up a second equation equal to negative 10. I need to write 2 equations for this one to get my 2 solutions. I'm going to have one equation equal to positive 10 and one equation equal to negative 10. And then I can solve. X minus 3 equals 10. I want to do the opposite. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And I am left with x equals 13 as my first solution. Then x minus 3 equals negative 10. I'm going to do the same operation. The opposite of minus 3 is positive 3. And plus 3 on the other side, so that my 3's cancel out. But this time I'm doing negative 10 plus 3, which gives me negative 7. And that is my 2 solutions. You will always have 2 solutions when solving these quadratic equations. The next few examples, if the x is not in parentheses, you're going to just isolate that x squared and get your 2 solutions. However, if x is inside the parentheses, you will need to set up 2 separate equations. X minus 8 equals the square root of 49, figure out what the square root of 49 is, as well as x minus 8 equals the negative of that same exact number.